Hello, in this video we are going to use angle measures to identify parallel lines, to tell whether or not lines are parallel. So for example, in this figure, which segments are parallel? We know those angles that form when lines are parallel. So corresponding angles are congruent, alternate interior angles are congruent, same side interior are supplementary, and so forth. So let's look at each segment here, like segment WI, the segment WI and segment AN. So let's assume that they are parallel and this is a transversal. Then this angle here, we should be corresponding to angle here. But we see the angle here is 62 and this one is 61. So no matter how they look close, but they are not congruent. So that means WI and AN are not parallel. If they are parallel, then they have to have exact same angle measure, corresponding angle measures. Okay, we have this line HI and TN. Okay, so let's write things for these angles. Of course, they're going to add up those two angles to connect to this transversal. Okay, so we're going to check for line H. So we do 61 plus 23. Does it equal, we have to put a question mark, does it equal 62 plus 22? Okay, here 61, 23 is 84. And these two is 84 also. Check. They are equal. So it means since they are equal, then we know that segment HI and TN. Okay. HI and TN are parallel. They are parallel because their corresponding angles are congruent. All right, in this question, they're asking what value of x will make AB, this AB, parallel to CD. Okay, so for them to be parallel, then assuming that this is the transversal, BD is the transversal, then this symbol already tells us that there's a 90-degree angle here. So they're actually perpendicular. So therefore, CD has to be perpendicular to BD as well if CD and AB are parallel. Therefore, if we add those two angles together, they should be 90. So x plus 40 has to equal 90. So if we subtract 40 from both sides, x is going to equal 50. So for us to make segment AB parallel to CD, we have to make x to be 50. To be able to have 90-degree angle here corresponds to 90-degree angle here. Alright, next we are asked to find the values of x and y that makes J parallel to K, and okay, this is J parallel to K and M parallel to N. Okay, so we want to find so if I assume that J and K are parallel and M and N are parallel, of course some angles will be congruent, some will be supplementary. So let's check them out. If they are parallel, if J and K are parallel, then angle 3x will be corresponding to angle 60. So they will be equal. So if we do 60 equals 3x, then if we divide 60 by 3 to get x, so that gives us 20. Okay, so for J and K to be parallel, x has to be 20. So how about y? All right. We have, how is 2y connected to 60? They are, this is the transversal for them. They're two parallel lines. They are alternate interior. They are alternate interior, so they are congruent as well. 60 equals y, because they are alternate interior angles. So if we divide 60 by 2, we get y. So that is 30 equals y. So, so to make line M and N and JK parallel, y has to be 30 and x has to be 20.